That's all you get, just a little peek. So since I'm getting a little concerned because I would like to have the heat a little hotter by now, Bill, maybe you're right. Maybe it is a bad idea to start on low and stay on low. I guess it would work probably better with a smaller batch, but this is a giant batch. I'm starting to smell the coffee. Of course, I just turned it on high. It's actually kind of hard to smell in here because I mowed the grass. The lawnmower's in here. It smells like wet grass in here to begin with. Okay, this thermometer is about 280 degrees, showing air temperature at the top. And we're at 200 degrees, 207 degrees at the bottom, or in the middle where the beans are. So we're going to watch it closely. This right here was my first roaster besides, or after the popper. This is a pencil holder that I got from Target. It's a stainless steel pencil holder. Inside, of course, this is a soup can, like peaches or something came in here. This is a soup can just riveted to the top. And then inside are some cobwebs. Of course, gotta have some cobwebs. Hey, look, there's an old bean. That's been in there for a while. So anyway, pencil holder, can, riveted. I cut some slits just so, because this can was just a little bit smaller than the opening of the pencil holder. And then inside are some scrap pieces of, I don't even remember what I cut up, but I cut something up and made a couple of vanes to keep the beans going. And then I stick this whole thing in here. And this is actually galvanized metal, which is a bad idea to use in a roaster. And I also found this out much later. Because the galvanized coating has zinc in it. And see, this end actually sticks out here. And I attach the drill, attach it to the drill. The drill, of course, without the screw, without the Phillips head in it, would attach to here, and I would use that to rotate this chamber. The whole thing spun around, and I would have a heat gun shooting right into it. Anyway, that was my first step up from the popper. I also have this Westinghouse popper. This thing, it's only 1200 watts, but man, this thing works good. This is my favorite popper that I have. I drilled a hole so I could poke the thermometer in, if I felt like it. This thing I like much better than this one. And you can tell when you've done a few roasts when the plastic starts to crystallize there. Let's see what we're doing on temperature. We got a bean temperature of 290, 291, 292. We got an air temperature of 325. So I'm going to start to back that down a little bit. I'm not stalling the roast. I'm not letting the bean temperature dip down, and we're starting to get some smoke right here just now at about, what, 300 degrees here, and it's almost 375 air temperature. Let's have just a little quick peek at the beans, don't you think? Okay, they're yellow, and the air temperature didn't hardly drop at all, so we're good. We're good. If you're in a different country and this offends you, I'm sorry. Here it means okay. I read that in a book somewhere. Does anybody remember what time we started? been about 11 minutes. Look, daylight savings time didn't kick in. There we go. So now it has been, since we started the roast, we started it at what time? 9:07. It's been 13 minutes. That's a long way to first crack. So this temperature says 400, and the digital temperature says 323. So I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit more. The smell is just starting to change a little bit from more of a grassy smell, like wheat or Cheerios. It's just a hint of nuttiness. Best I can explain it. And we are getting a little bit of smoke. Just a little bit of smoke. "14 minutes into the roast, 332. And remember, this is a big batch of beans, right? This is 4.5 cups. I don't know how much that weighs. But it's pretty good size. You'll see when we're done. It's a pretty good volume. Now this air temperature at the top is getting over 400 degrees. But the bean temperature down lower is only 340. So I like it when they're closer, but I don't want this one to get too carried away. It's almost 100 degrees hotter at the top than it is at the bottom.